Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year! I hope you all had a great start to 2026 and that it's shaping up to be an awesome year for you so far. As always, it's me Ivan, and since this is my first video of the year, I thought it would be the perfect time to check out what's new on Aliexpress. Quite a few really exciting watches have dropped over the last couple of weeks, so let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. The first watch I would like to bring to your attention is the L6049M. This is one of Cronos' best models in my opinion. It's exceptionally well made and finished, and these new textured dials are very eye-catching. Something else that's different compared to the one that I reviewed a few months ago is the size. These are now much more compact, with the case diameter down to 36mm from 38. On top of that, you also get the option to pair it with the Miura 9015 movement, which is always great to see. During the New Year's sale, if you use the discount codes I've left in the description and comments below, you should be able to grab one of these for around $200 US, which is pretty insane value if you ask me. The second watch worth your consideration is the Martin SN0148. If it looks familiar, that's because I reviewed the non-integrated bracelet version just a couple of weeks ago. This one comes with the same gorgeous dial, but now in a 40mm case with an integrated bracelet and an exhibition case back. And truth be told, I'm seriously considering replacing mine with this one, or maybe waiting to see if San Martin releases a few new colorways. The current price is around $360 US, but with the discount codes I mentioned a moment ago, you can bring it down to roughly $320. And just to be clear, yes, I do think it's a slightly superior watch compared to the Cronos, especially when it comes to the bracelets and the clasp. The one on the San Martin is simply more refined, and overall it looks noticeably more premium. The next watch I've got for you is also from San Martin, the SN0150. While it's been out for a little over a month now, I've only just received the bracelet for it, and I'm honestly delighted with how it looks and wears. The rubber strap it comes with is fantastic, but on the bracelet it's even better. You can expect a full review of this one in about a week or so, but I can already tell you that my first impressions are very positive. Between the overall design, the solid bracelet, and that mother of pearl dial, which looks absolutely stunning, there is a lot to like here. On top of that, you get a Miura 90 S5 movement inside, which has allowed San Martin to keep the case thickness down to just 11mm. The price on the bracelet is around $350 US, but once again, during the sale, you'll be able to pick it up for close to $300. So, if this one has caught your eye, now is definitely the right time. At number 5, we've got a brand new release from Milfortic, the S103, which is clearly inspired by the Seiko Alpinist GMT. Now, I haven't seen it in person just yet, but judging by the photos on their listing and on Instagram, I think they've absolutely nailed it. I already reviewed their S089 model, and since the two share the same case, I expect this one to be just as well built and nicely finished. At the moment it's available in two dial colors, black and blue, and both versions come on a leather strap. Guys, if you're into the Alpinist design, honestly, don't think twice. At around $200 US, this gets you incredibly close to the real thing in terms of fit and finish, and value-wise, it's simply a much better deal. Alright guys, moving on to something a lot more affordable. This is the new chronograph from Addies Dive. These guys release so many models every month that it's hard to keep up, but this one really caught my attention for a couple of reasons. First of all, the build quality is fantastic. The watch feels solid and you're getting a sapphire crystal, which is always great to see at this price point. Secondly, it's powered by the Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz movement, an awesome hybrid that's reliable, accurate, and genuinely fun to use. So if you're looking to add a chronograph to your collection, this is an easy recommendation. And during the sale, it will set you back only 80 bucks. And now that we've mentioned Addies Dive, let's take a close look at their newer premium line, Addieskin, because they've just released a few new variations of their existing models. The first one is the K008. It now comes with a mother of pearl dial, a proper mini track, and a handset and indices that fit the overall aesthetics of the watch much better. I reviewed their very first version of this model, and guys, I'm telling you, despite the weird name, this is a phenomenal watch, and I'm definitely planning on grabbing a second one at some point. For around 250 bucks, you're getting solid build quality, excellent fit and finish, and the Miyota 9015 movement. So once again, if the branding doesn't bother you, this one is absolutely worth checking out. And if you're more of a dive watch kind of guy, you can also check out the Addieskin K005 and K007. The K005 is available in 3 different, very colorful textured dial options, while the K007 goes in a more understated direction with a carbon fiber dial. I haven't had a chance to check either of these in person yet, but judging by the photos and specs, you can clearly tell they are very well made and nicely finished. Both are powered by the Miyota 9015 and they are priced very similarly to the K008 I mentioned a moment ago. At number 9 we've got a new Baltany vintage inspired piece in 36mm that I think many people who prefer smaller watches are really going to like. It's available in 4 different dial configurations, and while all of them look great, the black dial versions are the ones that stand out to me the most. Guys, I've reviewed a few similar Baltany models in the past, and when it comes to build quality and finishing, they are simply excellent. So if you're after something with strong vintage vibes, this is definitely one worth checking out. The only real downside, in my opinion, is the pressed metal clasp, but aside from that, it's a fantastic new release. Finally guys, we've got the latest release from Sugess. It's a Nautilus homage, and to be honest, I'm a bit on the fence about it. On paper, the specs, price, build quality and finishing all seem really solid, but there is just something about the bezel that doesn't quite work for me. I think it's simply too wide. Maybe it looks better in person, but based on the photos alone, it's not really convincing me to pull the trigger. In fact, I would say the Watch Dive's WD0013 looks more balanced and refined overall. So, unless you specifically want an automatic movement, I think the Watch Dive's is the cheaper and better looking alternative. But hey, that's just my take, so let me know what you think in the comments below. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've got plenty more interesting watch content coming your way. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.